Yoga for Recovery is about connection, both big and small. I'm Jamie Kowalski, grateful recovering alcoholic and also a yoga teacher. And by connection, I mean a connection of both body and mind, maybe emotions, maybe even our spirit. But this connection can happen in small moments. It doesn't have to be going to a yoga class or doing an extended practice. It can happen in very short periods of time. And we can serve some function not only to improve our serenity and our ongoing addiction recovery, but also to improve some body function by moving energy and blood flow, especially in areas where it gets stagnant, like for example in the neck and shoulders area where we often carry a lot of tension. So if you'd like to engage with me in a brief exercise here, simply sit or stand and relax your shoulders and allow your head to extend up towards the ceiling, like there's a little hook on the top, drawing it right up toward the sky so that your neck vertebrae extends fully. Your chin is level. Don't try to force the posture. Relax and breathe fully through your belly. And then slowly turn your head side to side, keeping the chin level, but looking for that active uplift, the real movement of energy upward towards the sky with the top of the head. And continue to breathe. Notice how this feels. Bring your awareness to the moment. Let thoughts slide from other areas of attention. I'm doing 3 times on each side, but you could do more if you want. And once back to center, slowly bring your chin down towards your chest, shoulders still relaxed. And then gently lift your head up and back, but avoid compressing the vertebrae in the back of your neck. Leave some space there as if your head is still extending up toward the sky a bit. And bring the chin back down toward the chest once more. So we want to really avoid compressing the vertebrae in the back. But we are bringing the head back a little to open the throat, mouth open, breath full. And finally, one more time, chin down. Relax the shoulders. And back up. And finally, we'll take some neck circles, but a very small circle. Many people make the mistake of doing a gigantic circle with their neck and end up actually causing injury or aggravating existing injury. So instead, we want to make a small circle. So find that hook point on the top of your head again, up toward the sky. And it's as if your head, if it had a long magic marker on it, it would be drawing a circle on the ceiling, maybe about the size of, I don't know, a basketball or so, maybe a little bigger. But through this motion, I'm actively extending and uplifting the neck, again, keeping that space between the vertebrae, building space between the neck bones, switching direction now, building space between the bones rather than collapsing or compressing that space. Most of what we do condenses or collapses that space in the vertebrae along the back and especially the neck. So in this way, we're lifting and actually using some strength upward, changing directions again just to vary it. Using some strength upward here in order to bring some motion, some energy flow, and some blood flow into this area. And finally, once you're done, just bring the chin down toward the chest once more. Relax for a moment. And come back up. Now the mechanics of that are pretty simple. Obviously, it's very relatively easy to do movements, doesn't take a whole lot of time, can be done at a desk, can be done at a recovery group meeting, can be done in the car at a stoplight. But what this exercise can help us do also, though, is to focus not only on the physical aspect, but on the mental, emotional, and perhaps even spiritual aspect of taking this time to really sense what's happening in the body, to really get a feel for what's going on, to notice any feelings that come up, or perhaps memories or worries. We don't want to attach to these things, but we can observe from a distance, like watching the weather from the sky. The satellites watch the weather down below and they just see, oh, here's a storm over here and it's sunny over here. We're moving toward developing that objective observer mind to watch what's happening both in our head and in the feelings in our gut and our connections of emotion and spirit. And we're learning to watch that and observe that and get better at tuning into it. And by combining that with these physical movements, we get the benefit not only of that activity in the body, but we get the benefit of combining that with the awareness of developing this connection. So this is an everyday tool for addiction recovery, all-encompassing, body-mind. And so I'm Jamie. If you're not already receiving an email from me once a week with this video blog, then please head on over to growingbalance.com. Just like I'm growing my mindfulness or growing my ability to move with ease in my body, I'm growing my balance in my addiction recovery. So head on over to growingbalance.com. I'd love to have you join me for this ongoing journey, one day at a time. Grateful for another day. I'm glad you spent some time watching today, and I hope you take this exercise with you and practice it, please. Use it, bring it into your life. That would make me very happy. Be well.